just want to take a quick moment to talk a little bit about like explanation of terms for gospel fuel, because there's things going to be saying and words I'm going to be saying that you're like, hey, what does he mean by that? And what I don't want to do is every time I'm posting a video, I'm just kind of regurgitating the same statements over and over and over and over again. So the biggest thing I kind of want to make some distinctions on is, what do I mean when I say gospel, and what do I mean when I say law? So let me quickly this is how we do it in our house, how we define the gospel. The gospel is, what I ask my kids or ask myself, what is the gospel? The gospel is Jesus has done for us what we could never do for ourselves. He lived the perfect life. He died on the cross. He rose again to save us. That is the gospel. When I say gospel, I'm talking about the perfect obedient life of Christ, his sacrificial death, and his resurrection. That is what I'm talking about. That is the gospel. The gospel is the good news of Jesus. So some people will say, oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but of course my message is gospel centered. And, they could not mention the gospel at all, or they're just giving you kind of three ways and, hey, here's things and how to make, how to live a better life, how to make better choices. And they will say, well, I read from the Bible, so therefore it was gospel. Well, no, there are some things. So when I say gospel, that's what I'm referring to. So when I say that this channel and Gospel Fuel is all about being gospel centered, that means that most of what I will be talking about, and when I don't, I will draw the distinction. Most of what I will be talking about is gospel centered. That means I'm pointing you to the finished work of Jesus on your behalf. That's what I mean. His perfect life, his death, his resurrection. So when I say gospel, that's what I mean. And then when I use the term law, I will, if I say law gospel, and there's kind of these law gospel distinctives, and I won't unpack all of that right now. But when I say law, that is more, you could look at the law of Moses. You got the 10 Commandments. That is the law. And again, the law is not bad, but the law points out the fact that we cannot keep the law perfectly because God demands sinless perfection from you and me. And that is nothing, that we could never accomplish that. So the law demands sinless perfection and perfect obedience. The fulfills the law in the sense that Jesus's perfect record of perfect obedience, sinlessness, 100% obeying the law perfectly, that is Christ. His perfect record is given to you and to me through what he did, through the gospel, and that then fulfills the law. So law of Moses or whatever. So that's I want to make that distinction in language between when I say the word gospel and when I say the word law. So when I say the word gospel centered, it doesn't mean, I just quoted a scripture or I read from the Bible. No, you could use the Bible to hammer somebody over the head with the law and leave them with, you really need to keep the law, which again, the law is good. The law is not bad. The Apostle Paul says the law is to show us that we need one to keep it. The law is to reveal sin in areas of our life. And so again, just wanted a little short video about law, gospel. And I'm going to do another one coming up shortly. So yeah, just helpful for us. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hey, this is YouTube. Support us, Gospel Fuel.